Well, hello and welcome back, everybody, to this week's edition of the SC1 Factory Team Call. We are super excited to have you on here, either with us live or watching the replay. We appreciate you. And speaking of replays, we record these every single week. We upload them to the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel. You can find it going through this QR code that is on the screen right now. Make sure that you go subscribe, ring the bell so that you get notifications and you know exactly when we upload new content. We've actually been uploading new opportunity presentations almost on the weekly, along with these team calls. So you always have resources to be able to help you build your business using the ITT flow. So this call is every Tuesday night, same time, same back channel. Zoom ID is the same, and it's here on the screen as well. Save it into your calendar. Plan to join us live because we love having you and your energy here with us. So make that a goal for 2026. Join these calls live with us each week. So let's talk a little bit more about what you can qualify for in December. December is a big deal, guys. So you want to make sure that you are qualifying to participate in Activate 90. This is the no resolution revolution. I am so tired of those resolutions that always hang at the top of the list, right? Those weight or health resolutions or the financial resolutions. Well, with this no resolution revolution, we're going to have a lot of new resources and tools, not just for ourselves, but also for those customers that we've brought into the business as well. So let's move this forward here. I'm letting people in as we go as well. So what is the Activate 90? Well, there is going to be an additional side of the LifeVantage app that is going to be available to all customers and consultants that are actively receiving orders of LifeVantage products. And what this side of the app is going to be a tracking system to be able to help you see how you're doing on your health goals, right? And the progress that you're making. I love that it is available to our customers now too, because this is going to be another level of customer support that you're going to be able to offer. Plus, it's a really great add-on to be able to let people know what they'll be getting as they become your customer on subscription. All they do is they just download the LifeVantage app and they will put in their ID number and their password just like you do to get logged in, and they will be logged into that aspect of the tracker. So super excited about this. It's going to be launching in January, and we're all going to have the opportunity to participate in that. Now, there are different levels to Activate 90. Now, the next level up, so the good is having the access to the tracker, but the better is going to have you getting 200 in new sales volume in the month of December. Customers, consultants, combination of both, whichever one you choose. And you're going to have access to 90 days of live training on Zoom. These are going to be with contracted professionals that LifeVantage is paying for us, giving us accountability, giving us additional information and education. It's going to give us a better posture moving forward. So it's going to be so important. We're also going to have select presidentials from LifeVantage doing some of the business training. So you want to be on these live because you're going to be able to get your questions answered in real time on those Zooms. And then your question becomes part of the training that other people will be able to see in the future. And then the best option for Activate 90, this is where you get at least 600 in new sales volume. Now, again, customers or consultants, or if you want to do it with 3 consultants, you can take advantage of the last month of this era promotion where with 3 new consultants that each have at least 200 in sales volume, you're going to get an additional $200 bonus on top of the regular commissions that you will earn. So with that 600 new sales volume in December, you're going to get the better option of that access to the 90 days of live training, but you're also going to get the new product that is coming from Love Biome. Another couple are coming over in January, but this one specifically, it is the name of it on their website was PhytoX. So it's going to be this, I can't even explain it to you right now, but I'm so excited about this product. I cannot wait to get this into my body. It's going to be rebranded and released in January under the name of AxioX. So it's like Axio on steroids with some additional benefits. It's going to be great for pre-workout. It's going to be great for before big days that you know that you need just that sustained energy throughout the day, a little extra, if you know what I mean. So Phyto X, you're going to be able to get that for free in the Phyto X branding before it's branded over to Axio X and released in January. And then on top of that, you will also get 10 early points for the Achievers mini trip that will be announced at the January Global Kickoff virtual event that is January 10th. So guys, what number, what level are you going for? Are you going for good? You've already got your order. You're going to have access to the tracker. Everybody's got that, right? You're going to go for better, which is the 200 in new sales volume, get access to the live trainings, or the best option, really push yourself and build your business into some momentum moving into 2026 by getting 600 in new sales volume and getting that additional product for free and 10 early points for the Achievers mini trip. Hopefully, you're all going to be going for the 600 SV. All right, guys, so don't forget, there's this limited time offer available to help you with your no resolution revolution. Plus, you should be using this as an amazing promotion for new customers and consultants as well. This is where you can purchase the Healthy Edge Stack with Mind Body System and get an overall 25% savings off of the individual product purchases. You get that this month in December and have it on subscription in January, and you're going to get that discount in both months. Or if you have people that just want to get started on Mind Body, or if you just want to order Mind Body this month, you can get 20% off of the Mind Body System. Must be in the system. It's not just on Mind Body Core or Enhance. It is off of the system. And again, you purchase it this month, you'll get the discount off next month as well. Now, very quickly, some important dates in the month of January. Dondee, can you mute yourself, please? We've got the contact center closed from 9:30 to 2:30 p.m. on December 18th. So just make sure that you're aware of that in case you or anybody on your team needs access to the contact center. The reason why I really wanted to go over these dates with you is this one here on the 18th as well. The training, the product training. This is where they're going to be going into a deeper dive into the Healthy Edge plus the Mind, Body, and Activation accelerators. What we're going to be able to participate in that no resolutions revolution, right? So if you need to know, have a little bit more confidence or a little more talking points to be able to share this with your prospects in this month, you make sure that you watch that product training and get that information and just grow your posture, because the more confident you feel in what you have to offer, the more you're going to come across as somebody that is that, the one that knows, right, that they should listen to. There is going to be the close of the month call on December 22nd. It's a little bit early because of the holiday, but it's awesome because it gives us the opportunity to have those extra days to be able to close strong. The contact center will be closed December 24th for Christmas Eve, and as well as the 25th through 26th for the holiday. And then again, the dates for December 31st, you can see there for closing the month. And finally, are you registered for Breakthrough? This is the virtual event for Global Kickoff in January. It is January 10th. At 10 a.m. Mountain Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. You can register for free. Everyone needs to register. And then also, you can also register to host a watch party. So even if you are hosting and you've got 10 people coming to your house, all 10 of those people need to register so the company knows who's watching, as well as, you want to make sure that you get everybody registered so that they can get the replay that will be available generally for 30 days. Okay, so those are the announcements. You can register by going into your back office, scroll down to the bottom on your replicated website, and it will be in the quick links there for the January kickoff event. All right, Dondee, I saw that you are on here. I am so glad you're here because I am going to kick this call over to you to really be the lead as we start talking about the activation economy and why starting a side business before December 31st is important.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Marci. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I have to mute myself
Yes, I have
because
to
we have
mute
an
myself
echo.
because we have an echo. Okay. So thank you so much, and I'm really looking forward to this because I really want you to kind of look at that building there in that skyline, the building that has all the lights on. I want you to kind of think of it that way because most people wait for January. So that building is filled with people that are starting now, people that have a forethought, people that kind of really understand that positioning is critically important for 2026, and they're already getting a head start on that. So why this is such a critical thing, because right now at the end of the year, the last 2 months or the last 2 weeks of every year, people are really focusing on one, where they're at. And I just got a brand new phone with a new case and it's not staying put the way my other one did. Sorry about that. But they're focusing on where they are and whether they are where they thought they would be at this point in the year, or if they are kind of celebrating because they are, and what they're looking forward to next year. So whether they have achieved what they're looking for, what they set out for, or whether they haven't, they're both looking forward to next year. So to be in that group of people that is focusing there is great. That's the start. But what are people actually wanting? That's what really positions us here specifically at LifeVantage for massive success moving forward. And this is all about timing. It's about leverage, getting your position now, or helping you help other people get their position now before December 31st because of the tax benefits. So go ahead and go to the next slide. So the 7 top reasons to start a business before the year end is very common, or very, it's something you totally need to understand. One, it's a legitimate tax benefit and tax advantages for having a home-based business and positioning it as such. Why? For example, if you pay rent or you have a mortgage payment, whatever it is, if you take the square footage of your home, and if you have a home office, you have a bathroom that you use during business hours, if you eat during business hours, then include your kitchen because you obviously need sustenance. If you have a pantry that stores the food, or a refrigerator that's outside, typically the refrigerator's in the kitchen, but maybe the pantry is separate square footage. Bottom line is, whatever square footage of your house you occupy to do your business, as long as you are trying to make money and you are sharing information, is a tax deduction. Now, I'm not a tax professional, but talk to one who is, and you can get on how to do all of that and how you deduct that percentage of your square footage from your overall mortgage payment, your overall rent payment. That's the first thing. And holiday social momentum makes for easier conversations, meaning, as I just said previously, the last 2 weeks of the year, people are really focusing on where they are right now versus where they thought they would be, and celebrating if they hit their goals. And they're looking forward to the next year if they're starting to start over again if they haven't. So, but people are open. They're already looking. They're in the mood to talk about these things. And the two most common things that people are talking about right now is changing their health for the better and changing their finances for the better. And what better way of doing that than becoming a business owner? New year, new you. The tailwind is already there. People are already primed for those types of conversations. And documented business owner for all of 2026. If you invest in a business before 2026, one, you can write off the cost of that business on your 2025 taxes. And then for the entire year of 2026, you are now able to reap those benefits. Another thing, so if you have a home-based business and you have a job that you leave your home to go to, you can write off every single mile from your home-based business to your place of employment and back again, on average 50 plus cents per mile. So it's why you keep a track. So it's why you keep a log, like I keep every day. I mark every single mile I drive for business because it's a write-off. And then the documented business owner for all of 2026, it is just kind of goes to that kind of documentation, because here's what it is. If it's not written down, it didn't happen. So protect yourself. And again, I'm not a tax professional, but it's easy to talk to one. And there's also books where you can get this kind of basic information. And then time freedom as a lever. So build while other people pause. Back to that building on the previous slide. Be the person who's up when everyone else is either pausing, or they've just taken their hands off the wheel and their foot off the gas and they're not really focused on it. And then health transformation plus an income opportunity is what people want. That's what they're looking for right now. And if they understood what you have, they would jump on board. And then the last one here, positioning yourself ahead of the January wave is the best thing you can do right now, because it's going to be a lot louder in January. People are going to have a lot more options than they have right now because people wait till January. Don't be that person. Get to somebody first. And if they start talking about their taxes, because there's another conversation that comes up in January. Once 2025 ends and we're now in 2026, people are already planning how they're going to spend their tax refund. Have it earmarked now for investing in a business in 2025 that they're going to be ahead of in 2026. The top 7 reasons why people want to start a business or why they should start a business by the year end. And then the activation economy is exploding. I've talked about this before with all the authors, with whether it be all the podcast episodes, whether it be people like Dave Asprey or Gary Brecka or Dr. Peter Attia or Dr. Casey Means, and people that are writing the best-selling books with the best-selling podcasts. They're all talking about activation without using the word activation. They're dancing all around the issue. They just don't know that we've actually got the finished product. They're talking about ingredients. We're talking about the finished product. So, and that is something that is getting closer and closer and closer to the widespread understanding of what activation truly is. But they're already positioned for it. People want their root cause solutions. They don't want band-aids. They're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they're tired of taking chemicals that come with side effects to remedy them. They want cellular health. What better way to handle it with the products that activate cellular health? And I'm gonna pause on that second bullet point now. Do you realize, and if you haven't thought of this before, pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you. The number 1, 2, and 3 causes of people calling their doctor to make an appointment with something they are feeling are related to cellular health, gut health, and lack of energy. Bottom line. Number 1, number 2, number 3 reason why people call their doctors because their cells aren't right, their gut's not right, or their energy's not right. And guess what? We have activation solutions for all 3. You put those together and you have just taken away the 3 top reasons why people make doctor's appointments. And guess what else you've done? You've given people ammunition to avoid those things and you've empowered them. So that is called massive demand if people understood truly what we have and made it as simple as heal the gut, heal the cell, get more energy in 30 seconds a day. 1 pill, 1 drink, 30 seconds, boom, done. Because the more complex we can make, or the more simplistic we can make in the complexity, and the more easy we can make the difficulty, the greater we're going to have people leaning in. So capitalize on that. And then the last thing, LifeVantage sits at the intersection of science and timing. Because one of the things that's most critically important is scientific proof is more important than anecdotal evidence, especially now. Because people can make stuff up. People can misinterpret. People can say great stories that sound too good to be true. And guess what? If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is, and people are already backpedaling, versus if it sounds scientifically plausible, and they have scientific evidence that what we're saying is true, then they're leaning in as opposed to stepping back. So capitalize on the LifeVantage has the only product line and only opportunity that with the timing involved to handle both things that people are looking for from a scientific background. And this is another thing. Most companies do not have income disclosure statements. Most companies are not publicly traded, in other words, transparent. And most companies who aren't those things, but they do have great products, those great products aren't backed by scientific proof. They're backed by stories, and stories are powerful until you can't prove them. And then it becomes a liability. So LifeVantage has none of that. We've got transparency. We're publicly traded. Everything we do is above board, and we have scientific validity with our products. Right now, when people are looking for financial solutions and health solutions, nobody can top us. LifeVantage is where it's at. So the activation economy is exploding because of what I just said. And if that schematic that you look there is everything about your wellness comes down to whether or not your DNA, therefore your cells, therefore your tissues, therefore your organs, therefore your systems, therefore you, all the way back to the smallest common denominator, the DNA. That's where activation comes in. And that technology and that quest by profiteering-based companies that are looking for altruistic reasons to make money to help people, it's what they're searching for. And we're the only company that has it. That's one why we're so different. It's not a pill. Pills come with side effects. It is literally signaling the cell at the subcellular DNA level. It's not hype. It is clinically studied and it's clinically proven pathways. It's not a hustle. It's not a scam. It's not a get rich program. It is simple duplication following a system that people want with products that people are looking for, with a compensation plan that is very in fact, one of the most, if not the most lucrative in the industry. And you're not selling products. You are activating people and therefore allowing their bodies to solve the solutions that all the other things have not worked for. And people are looking for that now more than ever. Those reasons are why we're so different. Go ahead, next slide, Marcy. And feel free to jump in anytime you want to add to what we're talking about here. So the simple ITT, we've been talking about this all year. The invite tool team is how you get people enrolled. Share some information with enthusiasm. Use a story. Use a personal experience. Send a tool when they have questions. After they have questions, send another tool. And then when they need some support, use your team. We've gone over it numerous times. It's the most proven system in the industry, and we've got the greatest possible scenario, moving parts, and greatest people to support this. So, who do you know that wants more health or time freedom? If asked them, have you ever asked them would they like better health or more time freedom? And how would you know unless you do? So the answer is always no unless you ask. So what tool? Use short videos and simple stories. The simpler, the shorter, the better, because we're dealing with attention spans. And the average person has a small one because they're so distracted and there's so much noise out there. So keep it simple, keep it short, keep it accessible, and keep it in your own control. Team, plug them in to the support immediately when questions pop up. Use your tool and use your people. Don't try to be the person who answers all the questions. And I've told you my story before, how in the beginning it plagued me because I love answering questions. I love it too much sometimes. And I realized I was putting my own liability and my own limitations on my own business, trying to be the answer person. And there's nothing wrong with that desire, but the more you answer the questions, the more you're teaching the people that you're sharing the information with, the more they have to know. And that is simply not true because of ITT. Information or invite, tools answer lots of questions, and your team does all the putting together of all the missing pieces and allowing them to truly understand what we have. So utilize that. And then a 20-second invite. Keep your invitations simple. Keep them powerful. Keep them emotional. Keep them involved with your passion. So you're speaking you're speaking from your own passion as opposed to making something up with people. If you are embellishing, you're exaggerating, or you're not really speaking out of your own passion, people can tell. It becomes a sales pitch and not an invitation to up level their life or their finances or both. So keep it short, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, initially the invite, and then keep your story short to about 2 minutes. But a pro tip, be in a hurry. Realize people are distracted. They've got time limitations. They're busy as heck. And how do you do this? So be in a hurry. Tell them, hey, I know you're busy. I'm in a hurry too. Do you have a couple seconds? I'd love to share something with you. That's your 20-second invite. And if they like what they see, what did you like best about what you saw? Best about what you heard? What questions do you have? Everybody has them. Send them a short video and then just get them involved, but be in a hurry. Talk fast, talk with enthusiasm, talk with excitement. And then you can really shorten the decision-making process because people are going to be emotionally stirred by your passion and your purpose. That is really, really going to play into your favor. So adapt those things and really, really flow with those things. Go ahead, next slide, Marcy. So we kind of step out of the shadows of 2025 into the light of 2026. Your freedom starts now. People really, and this is the kind of the approach to talk to people again, because right now they're in decision-making mode, or they're looking for the decision they're going to make next year. But if you can talk to them about starting a business in 2025, writing it off in 2025, and then getting the tax benefits in full in 2026, it may just be an educational campaign to help them make a decision now versus waiting 2 to 3 weeks when they're a lot more distracted. They've already got their tax refund earmarked. Get them to jump in now. And then enroll before year end shifts their identity because they start from they're enthusiastic, they're excited, they're already looking for a change, and they've already got the momentum built up before the calendar even switches over to January 1st. So stop thinking about it and start building it now in your own mind, giving yourself permission to think bigger, faster, and then share that enthusiasm, share that passion in your 20-second invites. And then the 2025 you is watching and wondering. Don't let that be the early 2026 you. Decide now, start building it now so that the 2026 you is learning and leading and earning and allowing other people to follow you. Because the more excited somebody can get in the first week of the calendar year because they've already seen results, the more likely that momentum is going to carry them through the first of the year, or through the end of the year rather, versus when people try something, they don't like it, it's not working for them, and they get deflated. It's going to really impact the momentum for the rest of the year. Why do you think January? So I'm going to give you something first, and I'm going to ask you a question. Do you know how long it takes to build a new habit? Scientifically, it says 28 days to develop a new habit. In other words, if you do something new for 28 consecutive days that is different than what you've had before, you will have a new habit and therefore a new behavior pattern. But there is something, look this up. January 17th of every year is called Ditch New Year's Resolutions Day. So it gives people permission without the guilt trip to quit trying on something they wanted to change in the new year, 11 days before the habit was ever developed. So psychology says, habit says, prior history says it takes 28 days to develop a new habit, but people feel good about themselves when they can say, well, this is January 17th. It's quit New Year's resolutions day. I haven't been getting the results I wanted, so let's go ahead and quit because everyone else is doing it too. 11 days before you got to that magic moment, which would have changed everything. And I'm not poking fun. What I'm doing is demonstrating to you a procedure and a behavior pattern that people have used over and over and over again. So don't let that be you. Step out of the shadows of the new year and into the light of the coming year, or out of the shadows of this year, the present year, into the light of the new year, and give other people permission to do the same thing, and watch what a year from now is going to mean for them. Okay, next slide, Mars. So here it is. Here's the final call to action for you. So enroll your new people now, or if we're talking about you, re-enroll yourself as a consultant in this business in the next 24 hours. Make the decision. Get that 20-second invite out there. Get that tool as a follow-up. Get them involved in a team discussion to get their questions answered and to make a decision within the next 72 hours, and watch how your momentum changes, two, how your confidence changes, and three, how you start looking totally differently at the first week of 2026 and you may be looking at it now. So start that now. Don't wait for January momentum. Create the momentum now and challenge yourself within the first 72 hours or the next 72 hours to create that ripple effect. Kind of like dropping a rock into a pond. The ripple effect goes outwards and it will go all the way until it hits constraint. Did you realize that if you throw a rock in the middle of, say, a basketball court-sized pond, those ripples will go all the way to the outward edge. But if you do it in a 10-acre lake, the same thing will happen. It will go all the way to the edge until it meets resistance. So the same thing happens here. It will go as far as your list of names will carry you. It will go as far as your attention span and your desire to increase the size of that list of names. It will go as far as the people that you have influence with, or that you know their contact information in whatever way you know them. Don't let those ripples be stopped by any constraint, especially if it's self-imposed. Let it go. And then start the ripple that defines your 2026, and action now beats intention later. And I put that last one in there for me because that is my rally cry to myself, because I'm a perfectionist. I will sit and I will make things better and cross the T's and dot the I's. I mean, it took me probably an hour to put this PowerPoint presentation together because I wanted the fonts to line up perfectly. I wanted the right shading on the picture. I wanted the perfect picture. Do you guys know? Do you guys even care? Probably not. But those are the kind of things that I have self-imposed. I put that there. Don't wait. Action now beats it, even the best intention later, because also the time it takes between the time you start and the time you intend to start is really the difference on whether you end the way you want or whether you find other reasons to continue to procrastinate. And again, I'm speaking to myself. I'm the master procrastinator. So there we go. And that is our last slide, unless you've added something to the end of this presentation, Marcy. And if you have, that's awesome that you can take over or contribute now. And I'd love to get some feedback from you guys. What are you thinking, number one? Because all healthcare trends are pointing to activation, whether they're using the word or not, and they're getting away from chemical, pharmaceutical, and surgical intervention and going more into enabling the DNA, which enables the cells, which powers the person's innate qualities inside their body to allow their body to function more normally and less manipulated. That is the wave of the future. And it is happening now. And as soon as the population of healthcare providers and after that, the lay people start using the word activation, all arrows and all eyes are going to be drawn to LifeVantage and to you and your business if you got that momentum going, because it's what people are wanting right now more than ever, and no other company's better positioned to be in that first spot than we are, and we're already there.
So good. So I'm going to mute you really quick, just a second. So I just want to add just something in here, especially first of all, Dondee, you got to take something back. You got to shift your thoughts and your words, right? It's like you are not the worst at procrastinating. Up until now, procrastination has been a challenge, but we don't want to carry that into 2026. So that's something I'd like for each one of you to take a moment and really think about some of the words or the things that you're saying about yourself or have been saying about yourself in 2025 and before, and decide that you're going to shift the way you talk about yourself. You're going to shift the way that you think about yourself into more positive and actionable movement forward into 2026, because we don't want to take this crap with us, right? So Dondee actually sent me a message earlier today, just before I went out on a walk with our granddaughter. He's like, you need to listen to the Ed Milet show from today. So the episode of the Ed Milet show, if you don't know Ed Milet, you need to get to know Ed Milet, because he brings so much goodness, especially in, the things that I was just talking about and what we say about ourselves and what we think about ourselves, for us to be able to be as impactful as we desire to be, right? Well, the Ed Milet show from today, so the December 16th episode, it is You Are Chosen for More. And he actually went through and he talked about the perfectionism. He talked about someone that, like Dondee was saying, took an hour to make sure everything was perfect, when we don't even care about that, right? That's not what connects with people. Where if we are more, sharing our stories and we're being real and we're being vulnerable and we're sharing difficulties that we have been through previously, that's really where our purpose comes from, is any pain that we've actually been through before. If we can share that aspect of our story with other people, that's where we will actually connect. And yes, Teresa, I can share it. I've actually got it in the comments for you guys right now, the link to the episode, and I've also got his name there for you. But just know that you are not meant to be perfect. You are just meant to live your life the best you possibly can be, being open to the inspiration from your creator to be able to learn and grow and become, right? And in your learning and growing and becoming, you will have experiences where you get wisdom. And it's in that wisdom that you can share with other people that are behind you a few steps, that are getting ready to go through the things that you've already gone through. And that's where you can make a difference. That's where you can connect with people and you can offer them a solution to the problem that you've already experienced, that that they're getting ready to walk through. So I just wanted to share that. I think that every single one of you that are on this call and everybody that will be watching this in the future, you were created for greatness. You have this opportunity in your hands for a reason, because you are the one that is supposed to steward it well. You are supposed to share it with those people that are waiting for you to open your mouth and be bold. Right now in December is the time to take that first step towards boldness, not waiting until 2026. Because if you wait until 2026, you're going to miss the people that need you today. So don't wait. Be bold and step into what your purpose is and what your opportunity and what you truly want out of this business. all starts with you being you and sharing it with others. So we love you guys. Thank you so much for being on here with us. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to stop the recording.